Okay. How would you describe the city's working relationship with the county and the surrounding towns?
I think that there can be some improvements. Obviously, I think the relationships vary depending on what town what town you're referring to. But I think, I mean, um, as seen in the breakdown of the water authority talks, there's there's a long way to go before we can. I shouldn't say there's a long way to go. There needs to be a a change of approach, I guess, between the city and the county. Obviously, the issues that have come up is like a fair tax formula that will again help Auburn and again where the centers of population are. I would also consider that there are opportunities that we could streamline services. I know that they were discussing streamlining purchasing. That seems to be a very positive, something that doesn't seem that would be, like somebody stepping on each other's toes. I think that's a step in the right direction. Also, the lifting of the gas tax cap, I'm glad that Auburn finally voted to do that, because it wasn't really helping the people of Auburn at all. So I guess CETA is a good example of these kinds of relationships, working together. My students currently have been they're working with CETA at BOCES. We do a lot of work for government, like brochures and logo designs for not-for-profits. We did the logo design for SAVAR and the Harry Tubman Boosters Club. But we're working with CETA now to design brochures about the microloan program and the small business loan programs. So my students are learning about the kinds of relationships that can be fostered with collaboration and cooperation. So I see that, yes, there's going to be more streamlining, but the real thing that's going to happen is that we're going to have to begin to work together in a more meaningful way and make it so that it's less adversarial and much more welcoming to work with the city. And because I think that needs to happen. The city needs to be able to, obviously, state its case, but state its case based on real numbers and not conjecture and posturing. Because I think that doesn't really go anywhere. It really is. It's just a question of having all the numbers there out in front of you, accurate numbers, and finding a way that all parties can be at the table and benefit, and that's I think that's more important than making quote unquote tough decisions. I think it's tougher to work together with people to really get things done than it is to just cut. So or to dismiss or to have discussions break down. So I think that's the thing, is that if I'm elected on city council, it's going to be a new approach to how we work with the county and how we work with surrounding municipalities. I've worked with people in the past and that have differing opinions or that come from a different perspective, and I've accomplished a lot with Auburn Regional Media Access and even like being an activist with my group, different opinions. There's always a way for us to come together because we're all in this city together, we're all in this county together, and I know that we can come up with something that's fair and equitable for all of us.